Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Top 3,000 Songs of the Rock Era. I'm your host, David Tear, where, as the title implies, every day I feature another song from my countdown of my personal top 3,000 songs of the rock era from 1954 to 1999. And today I'm up to song number 2537, and that one is Monday Morning by Fleetwood Mac. And this was not originally released as a single. It was originally released on their album, self-titled album Fleetwood Mac, which came out in 1976, and later was released as the B-side of their hits single "Say You Love Me," which came out towards the end of the year. Um, I think it's a really excellent song. I guess I just have to talk about this song. This is the third song I featured by the band Fleetwood Mac so far. Here's a picture of Fleetwood Mac around the time they recorded it. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with them. They were one of the biggest bands from the 70s and 80s. Uh, I remember when I was in high school, the Rumors album was like one of the most popular rock albums of all time. It was certainly the most popular album of the year 1977. I think it was number one for most of the year. I think it was number one even almost as long as Thriller and longer than Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. So big, huge album. But that was the album after Fleetwood Mac. This was a big album too, by the way. And I remember when Fleetwood Mac was becoming popular right around the time I started high school, 1976. I used to hear a lot of their songs on the radio. I used to hear, Rihanna and Say You Love Me and Over My Head. I guess those were some of the big songs from this album. But I never heard this song Monday Morning for some strange reason until I think either the late 80s or the early 90s. They just didn't play it on the radio, at least not the radio station I used to listen to when I was in high school. And I guess the reason for that was it wasn't a hit single. But it was a very good song. And when I first heard it, I was amazed how good it was. And another thing that's unusual about this song, Monday Morning, is that it was sung lead by Lindsey Buckingham. He was the main male vocalist of the band. Most of the songs by Fleetwood Mac were sung lead either by Stevie Nicks or Christine McVie. This is one of the few that was sung lead by Lindsey Buckingham, and I really like it. I mean, I think it's a powerful song. And, there's a lot of songs with Monday in the title. There's Monday, Monday by the Mamas and Papas, Manic Monday by the Bangles. Most songs that feature the word Monday in them kind of song are about how the singer dreads Monday. And I can understand that because Monday's the beginning of the work week. Nobody wants to go to work after the weekend's over. But this song's kind of the opposite because I just learned something new. I never really knew what this song was about before. A lot of Fleetwood Mac songs are kind of cryptic, and so I had to look this up. But apparently, the song, I guess it was Lindsey Buckingham was singing from his own personal point of view. He was saying how he's hopeful every Monday because he has a girlfriend he wants to commit with, and Monday's like the beginning of the week, and he's hoping for a new beginning with his girlfriend, but she doesn't want to commit. So by Friday, it's a drag because Friday night she's out with other guys. I guess that's what the song's about. Kind of the opposite take on Monday from most songs, which is interesting, I think. Anyway, so that's what Monday Morning's about. And I think it's a really good song, which is why I put it on my list. And anyway, I guess that completes my profile Monday Morning by Fleetwood Mac. So thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time. Bye.